Horror can come from a lot of places, and familiarity is one of them. As soon as you recognize something scary could happen to you as well, it becomes 10 times scarier. Fears to Fathom is a game series that does this really well, but the second episode, Norwood Hitchhike, is not just scary, it also shows us something interesting. The fact we only process what's actually affecting us and convince ourselves we are right, even with the limited information. So let's dive in and find out exactly what I mean. June 16th. This happened to me when I was 19. I'm a little over 21 now. I still remember this clearly because of how creeped out I felt. I was a bit hesitant to write this out for the internet at first, but getting it out may help, even if just a little bit. I was one of those people that loves gaming conventions. I'd go to every convention I get the chance to, and sometimes even meet some of my online friends. Though my parents weren't always thrilled with the idea of me going on interstate drives, but a plane ticket would have been too expensive. This convention I was at went great, and it was now the day to drive back home. But when I set off, I soon realized the traffic was horrible. I decided that I'd take the long way to avoid traffic. It was a little over a 12-hour drive. The game starts us on the road, and something interesting already pops up. This game constantly makes you feel uneasy, relief only being very brief. We start in an unfamiliar place, the dark road, far away from home. This feeling is made worse by the mysterious person walking in the woods. We notice our car is low on gas and go to a roadside gas station. This is one of the few points of the game where you feel somewhat at ease. Inside the gas station is a man wearing a blue shirt. "Where are you headed?" He just looked at me. We buy our gas, but the gas station clerk tells us something weird. "You headed to the bridge by yourself?" "Yes, why?" "Not a lot of people head down there this time of year." "Be careful." "What do you mean?" "For about a century, now many people have been going missing down there. And people who went looking for them never returned. Locals say the Norwood Valley monster had torn them up and hung them upside down on trees." "Well, thanks for the gas." And one more thing. If you see a woman in a white or blue gown trying to get a ride, do not stop. Just step on the gas as hard as you can. Who is she? Some people say that she died in a car accident there on prom night. Some say that she seeks vengeance after she was murdered there. Regardless, she's out for blood. Whatever you do, never, ever, under any circumstance, pick up a hitchhiker. Those people out there on the road putting their thumbs out, they ain't what you think, ma'am. They just ain't. What he tells us is interesting in two ways. First of all, he tells us hitchhikers should never be picked up around here, which is foreshadowing for later, very soon in fact. But more importantly, folktales like this always exist for a reason. Either it's fully made up to scare people from doing something, or they tell part of something very real that people over fantasize. When we leave the gas station, a person is crouching beside our car and quickly leaves. We gas up, buy some dog food, and go our way. Being on the road, you do realize a thing. Monsters truly do exist. And every single one of them looks just like you and me. This line stands out to me a lot, not because it says something new, but because it's a reminder and a warning for what's to come. We drive, but on the way we see something weird. There's a car with something sticking out the trunk. If you look really closely, you can see it looks like a human hand. The car quickly speeds off. We drive for a long time, all the way out into the country where there's no phone service. There's this weird thing about that night. I saw two big logs in the middle of the road blocking the way ahead. It almost seemed as if someone had deliberately put those there, but I didn't think much of it at the time. We moved the logs out the way, but here a pattern starts to form. Quickly look at the logs. It looks like they came from this stump, but the logs are cut in half and laid out to fill the entire road. And remember the guy crouching beside our car at the gas station? Something is happening. We just don't know what yet. We enter the car, ready to continue. The car wouldn't start back up. Do you remember what the gas station clerk said about hitchhikers? He said they should never be picked up around here. Our only real choice is to hitchhike, but with that fear of hitchhikers, it's gonna take a while. And so we wait for someone to pick us up. And even if we get picked up, we still don't know if we can trust the person in that car. But eventually, someone does pull over. You're the girl from the gas station. Thank you so much for stopping. What are you trying to do out here? I think my car just broke down. I can't call for help. There's no phone service. You think I can get a ride? Where are you headed to? Just the nearest stop where I can call for help. Hop in. Thank you so much. Could you wait until I get my stuff? Hurry up. Just throw it in the back. I won't be here for too long. We get our stuff and hop in the car. So you won't tell me who you are or where you're going? I was driving home. That piece of crap broke down on me. Jason. What? My name's Jason. I'm Holly. You're really lucky I had to be on this side of town tonight. I must say, you are one brave young woman. How's that? You got any clue what happened to your car back there? I think it was battery. It's my dad's. It's pretty old. So, what do you think about what he told you back at the gas station? He really creeped me out. Interesting. Idiot tells that to every person traveling down here. So, is it true? What? The monster? Let's see. I've never seen the monster for myself, but there are some things. And I'm afraid your car breaking down could have been one of them. Hey, listen, I don't want to sound like that moron, but just remember this. You don't bother them and you don't be bothered. You know I'm sorry for being a jerk to you before. I'm not the best with people. Something very important here. He clearly knows something we don't. Like what's happening is not random chance. Like it's a pattern. He also says don't bother them. Not one person, multiple people. Which makes it important to think about. Who have we bothered? We've only really talked to him and the gas station clerk. After a bit of small talk, he dropped me by a motel. Apparently they offer roadside assistance. Besides, I thought I could use a little rest. Be careful, there are all kinds of people out there, he said ominously before leaving. We get dropped off by a motel. I want you to pay attention to how the motel staff behaved from here on out. The game even points it out. The man was giving off the creepiest vibes imaginable. Gal need a room to shag up for the night? Yes, I'm only going to be here for a few hours. 40 for a single. Pay cash only. Room number 9, right over there. 90. Tommy will take care of the car next thing in the morning. Good, I'll let Tommy know. And one last thing. Try not to wake the other guests. They might not take very nicely to it. He was fairly normal. Last line was a bit creepy, but it only gets weirder from here. We see the car we saw on the road, the one with the hand coming out the trunk, except this time, there's no hand. We go and explore our room for a bit. What are you doing here? You scared the crap out of me. Who are you? I'm Tommy. Room service here at the Roadway Inn, the finest stopover in Norwood. What were you doing in there? You know, cleaning stuff. Guy at the front desk gave me this room. I'm gonna have to ask you to step outside while I make the room. I'll just get my stuff. We get our stuff and quickly return. Had a word with Joe about the situation. What is wrong with these people? Mercy, mercy, mercy. But you don't have to worry. It's safe here. I go get your car. And also, the room's phone is not working. If you need anything, just ask the front desk. We've been trying to get it fixed, but we haven't been seeing enough guests lately. But you have a good night. Joe and Tommy are, well, creepy, because they are vague and don't give clean answers. It's like they're hinting at something, but we don't know what it is. That creates tension. Someone looks through our window and quickly leaves. Call it foresight, but there was something very off about that place. I couldn't help shake the feeling that something wasn't right. The feeling of tiredness was overcome by anxiety. A hot cup of coffee could help, I thought to myself. And coffee we go get. Except "3:18 a.m. I was sedated. We wake up confused and dazed to the sound of the phone ringing. Someone walks into our closet. Someone knocks on the door. Looking out, we see it's Joe. Who is it? Joe from the front desk. Open the door. Didn't I specifically tell you not to wake anyone up? I have complaints. What are you making all those goofy noises for? Whatever it is, just keep it down, miss. Is that why your eyes are all red? Are you messing with me? We don't have no coffee machine here. It's right over there. Okay, I've had enough of you crazy goons here. For once I thought we had a sober guest, but I guess I'm the crazy one here. Follow me. I hate my job. We see that the car with the hand in the trunk is now open and nothing inside. For some reason, his demeanor completely changed. Go back to your room. I swear to God, it was right here. I said go back, now. There should be some medication in your room that should offer you some relief. Check the table by the TV. He says we were making goofy noises, except was that really us? We were knocked out, and we know someone else was in our room. And what about the coffee machine? We know it was real enough to drug us, but how can it just disappear? I think it's all about where the coffee machine was. Do you remember the man that looked through our window earlier? If you follow him out, he goes to room 4, which is where the coffee machine was. To add onto that, Joe only seems to understand the situation when he sees where the coffee machine was. And the medicine. This is a consistent enough problem to have to put medicine in the rooms. And yet again, multiple people are mentioned. He says crazy goons. We take the medicine Joe told us about and lay down. This scene here is really powerful. Nothing is really happening at the moment, yet it's probably still one of the scariest moments in this game, because we know something is after us. We've known for a while now, yet there's no direct attack. And if you're wondering, the guy in the closet is gone. A camera flash shines through the window for just a second. We hear a voice from outside our door.
Hello?
When we look out through the window, a strange man is standing there.
Hello?
Who is it? Please open the door. I need help. What do you want? I need your help. Please open the door. I know you're in there. He refuses to leave, continuing to knock on the door. Please leave. I just need to talk to you. I swear I'm not a cop. Please go away or I'm gonna call the cops. Pretty lady, come on. To this day, I find it really weird that the manager inferred not to get the police involved, as it would have affected the motel's reputation, and let go of the situation. I believe that town could have been home to a cult or a drug ring, or possibly even worse. Tommy arrived with the car after what felt like years. I never went on long road trips again. I would always take airplanes. This is where the game ends. But something about this game feels weird. Let me show you by simply just listing all the information we have. We got the car with the hand in the trunk. The person who seems to have hijacked our car. That same person leaves in a white van. The weird story about people going missing. The logs in the middle of the road. There are multiple tree stumps, like the one where the log seemingly came from. Our car breaks down. Jason, who seems okay, but there's something off. There is no phone service at the motel. Weird warnings about the guests not taking things very nicely. The guy staring through our window who goes to room 4. Joe and Tommy who are weird and vague. The coffee machine that drugged us and then disappears. The phone is said to be broken, yet rings later. A guy enters our closet and refuses to attack us. The car with the hand in the trunk comes back, this time open with nothing inside. Joe realizes something when he sees where the coffee machine was. They give out medication. Someone takes a photo through the window before the attack. A weird man says he needs help, but switches up and begins talking like a pervert, then breaks down the door and tries to attack us. The same man was the guy hiding in our closet. Joe saves us, yet refuses to tell the police. There are a lot of mentions of multiple people throughout the game. It feels like it's supposed to connect, yet when you do, it feels incomplete. For example, the man in our closet is the same guy that attacks us at the end. So first he sneaks in and does nothing while we're out for multiple hours. Yet later he is so impatient he breaks down the door. And the room 4 guy seems to be the one drugging us, but the attacker only acts when we're not drugged anymore. But the game is not just mysterious. I think it does something else. It messes with our expectations. When we first meet Jason, we don't quite trust him, but it turns out he's a completely normal dude. When we meet Tommy and Joe, we think they're creepy and maybe dangerous as well. But in the end, Joe saves us and Tommy brings back our car. In other words, we start forming conclusions without even thinking about if we have the full picture. But what if we're doing the exact same thing right now? We don't have all the information about this story, yet we're still trying to solve it like we have. We're trying to make a complete picture without even having everything we need. But why? Because we only process what's affecting us. We were only given one perspective, the protagonist. But with only one perspective, we don't understand anyone else's motives, and their actions start to feel confusing. We just assume what she saw was the full picture. Think of it like a jigsaw puzzle. We try to put pieces together, but it looks bad because we simply don't have all the pieces. And yet we try to convince ourselves this is how the picture should look. Welcome to the end of the video. If you enjoyed and want to see more like it, give a like and subscribe. Also, I want to quickly thank all of you guys. The support on the last video was insane, and it really makes me confident I want to do more of this. This video was a bit different than my last one. The last video was straight video essay with almost no gameplay. But I wanted to show the atmosphere of this game because that's really the best part of it, while still making it feel like a video essay. One last thing. A lot of you guys weren't just commenting random stuff, but you were discussing and making theories of your own. That made me think, would you guys be interested in a community Discord where I could share video news and we could all discuss various games and topics, since you clearly enjoy that, and maybe other stuff that I have not thought of yet. But that's about what I wanted to say. So for now, see ya!